Hello, my name is Zeno Lancaster. If you're watching this video, you have an awesome realtor who cares about you, wants to make sure you understand what is a survey, why do I need it, maybe I don't need it, so that you can make that educated decision that benefits you and your family. I'm here to tell you that not all realtors have this discussion with their clients, and this means that you're even seeing this video that yours does. So I hope this helps you guys. Reach out to me if I can help. Again, my name is Zeno Lancaster. I'm the owner of Lancaster Law Firm. We are a statewide practice that do real estate closings, estate planning, and business consulting across the state of North Carolina, from the mountains all the way to the coast. So if that's helpful, reach out to us. We're able to help. So what is a real property survey? Why do I need it? What is that? So it's similar to an inspection. You get an inspection of a house to see what the condition is. What am I buying here? It's kind of the same way with the footprint of the land. What does that shape of my real estate look like? Where are the boundary lines? How much acreage am I getting for certain? Where are the improvements located? Where's the house actually located within my property lines? Where's my access? That's a big piece of it. Are there encroachments from someone else onto my property, or from my property onto someone else's on the property I'm looking at buying that I need to worry about? Did the sellers build a shed on the neighbor's property and it's going to be my problem if I don't deal with it now? Or do I need to consider talking to the neighbor if they've got something built on mine, et cetera, right? It also does other things, which we're going to talk about in why we should get one. So this is going to come up if you've gotten under a property under contract to purchase. And one of the questions hopefully your realtor has run by you is, do we want to get a survey done? And there are lots of reasons to get a survey done. I'll end with those. Here are the reasons people don't get them done. One, it's a condo. Number two, time and money. Time and money is the reason a lot of people don't get things they should get done, right? Time and money, cheap and fast is what people want to buy. Expensive and takes a while, not so much, right? And it's hard in the contract negotiation, especially if you're trying to close in 30 days, to fit a survey in sometimes. But that's why you want to work with a good realtor and a good lawyer who knows surveyors who can get it done. But anyway, I digress. So a condo, let's talk about that. So if you're buying a box in a building and it doesn't have any dirt with it, how often are the boundary lines going to change on that? Probably not often. So I admit, if I'm buying a condo, I'm probably not getting it surveyed. Now, if you send a condo closing to me, am I still going to recommend a survey in my engagement email to you? Of course I am. It's cover a CYA for me. And I don't want to tell you not to get one. And had you gotten one, it would have disclosed a problem. And that's possible, but I think it's very unlikely on a condo. So there you go. You can make that educated decision for your family on a condo purchase. I'll give you that for free. The rest is time and money. You know, how much is it going to cost to get a survey done? And do I have time to do it within my contract constraints? Okay. Here are the reasons you should consider getting one. And it's a reason I recommend one in every engagement email that I do outside of the CYA piece. It is the only way to know the current boundary lines and acreage on your property. Now, you may say, well, Zeno, there was a survey done last year showing the boundary lines right before they built the house. Okay, well, that's probably reliable. It's up to you, of course. Something could have changed. I don't know. Somebody could have built an encroachment. Somebody could have built power lines across it. Somebody could have built the home since then over the boundary line. You know, how new and unchanged is the survey that you're looking back at? And that's up to you. If it's only been a year or two, maybe you're okay taking that risk. Maybe that's the balanced decision you make for your family. You know what? I'm okay that nothing else has happened on the property since that survey was done. I'm still going to recommend you get one done. And the only way you're going to know for sure is to get one done. Okay. So what does that mean, you know, for everything that you're doing at closing? So what would a new survey do for you because of all of that? Well, it is going to update and confirm with the GIS and the tax office, same folks, mapping department and tax office, where your boundary lines are and what you should be taxed on. So if we record that survey that you get done, it's going to confirm with them that you're getting taxed properly. It's also going to memorialize that survey so that you have it 10 years down the road. It's not in some cabinet somewhere, or you don't have it at all. If the neighbor wants to build a fence and they build it onto your property, you can show them on the survey that they've done that. Or vice versa, you want to build a fence 10 years later, you can go to your survey and you're going to know that you're building it correctly, okay? But also, it is going to disclose to you, if you're looking to buy a piece of property, this is actually where the boundary lines are. This is actually how much acreage I'm getting. And a lot of older properties may not have a recent survey on their property. It's really the only way you're going to know. I can tell you if that property description's 20 years old, 10 years old even, it can have mistakes in there. And you can only solidify that up with a new survey. Now I've walked the boundary lines of the property. In my opinion, there's nothing wrong with them. I'm not going to get a new survey. Fine, that's your call to make. I just want you guys to be confident and make those educated decisions based on knowing what a survey could do for you. The biggest reason to get one done, and one that a lot of people don't understand, title insurance. So I could do a whole other video on title insurance and follow me. But if you want good title insurance, every title insurance commitment you get in North Carolina is going to have a boilerplate exception in its coverage. And it's going to say something like this: anything that would be disclosed by a new survey that we don't know about, we don't insure against. So if there's a problem with boundary lines, acreage, access, encroachments, easements, some kind of other issue with that a survey would have disclosed, and we didn't know about it because you didn't get one done, don't come complaining to us about it. And it works the same way with your closing attorney. We're not going out there and having lunch and walking the property every time you get under contract. That would be nice. I would enjoy that, but that's not how it works. I don't know what the property looks like. I'm making sure who says they own it, and that there are no liens on it that you're getting to keep when you buy it. But I don't know the property lines but for what's on record already, or if you get a new survey done. So that's why it is really important to consider it, okay? Because the only way your title insurance and your closing attorney is going to be able to certify things to you on boundary lines, acreage, that there are no encroachments, that the access is fine, all of that is by getting a new one done, right? So let me know if you have questions about that. Again, I'm Zeno Lancaster. Reach out to me. I'd love to work with you on your deals. If you want to work with an attorney who cares about explaining this to you, who's going to make sure you make that educated decision on whether or not to get a survey, tell your realtor, we want to work with Lancaster Law Firm. We can close on any property in North Carolina, any time period you want. We can send folks directly to you to sign at no extra cost, and we can record and disperse same day. It's all added value, guys. I hope you see it the same way I do. Be careful out there with surveys. Thank your realtor. If nothing else happens, thank your realtor for sending you this video. Good luck, guys, at your closing. Take care, guys. Hey, guys. So post-credit scene on the survey video, I had a question come up. Well, what about getting a survey during due diligence or after due diligence? What do I need to do there? Do I need to try to get it done before due diligence ends? Or is it okay to wait until, that window between due diligence and closing? It's a great question. So here's how I would address this. If you're going to get a survey done and you're curious about when you need it done, it really depends on what you're trying to find out. So for example, if you're trying to find out whether that tree is on your property or the shared yard, you have a bigger portion of it or a lesser portion of it, something like that, or the location of the fence you're going to put up, that needs to be done during due diligence, because during due diligence, you can back out if you don't like the results, right? If you don't like the way the wind blows, you can back out. After due diligence passes, if there's an issue the survey discloses that has to do with title, the boundary line is way off, the acreage is way off, there's a problem with access, there's an encroachment, something like that, then we can still use that. It's not a problem that due diligence has passed, but it's because it's more of a title issue and less of a just preferential thing. So, if you find out, half the pond, you thought you were getting half the pond, you're only getting a quarter of the pond, something like that, that's going to be more likely a due diligence matter, location of things, something like that. But if it's a title issue, it can survive the due diligence and you can get that done before closing and would still be able to deal with it. Now, I know that sounds somewhat confusing. That's why you have a great lawyer. So when these things come up, get with us on the front end and ask us, and we can help you with those logistics about when to schedule surveys, whether you need to have it done during due diligence or if it's okay to do it for what we're looking for, maybe afterwards in that second window. Hope this helps, guys. Thanks so much. Have a great day.